of people we are directly responsible for. You may not want to ask yourself this question, but what if something unexpected happened to you today or tomorrow? How would your family be impacted, particularly those who are relying on you? Is there a plan in place for the bad days that all of us will inevitably face? Just like the best time to prepare for the storm is before storm season arises, so too is it best to prepare for the toughest seasons of your life during these times, which are relatively good and free from the storms. If you don't feel confident that you're prepared for those bad days ahead, either for yourself or your family, give Patrick Hyland a call right now. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. Patrick has insurance solutions and years of experience helping people plan for their financial future and guiding them through the storms of their lives. When it comes to matters of health, finances, and the challenges that go along with getting older, Patrick's experience can help you find the right answers. You can't ensure the bad days ahead won't happen, but you can insure yourself against the worst possible scenarios. So buy yourself some peace of mind while your skies are still in today. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
About sports? Want to talk college, prep, or pros? It's time to enter the Sports Zone with Patrick Hyland. Call in. Tell Patrick how you see it. In Hillsboro, 813-289-1860. Anywhere else, toll free 877-969-8600. And now your host, Patrick Hyland.
All right, folks, welcome into the zone, the Sports Zone, brought to you live by Otto Manelli. And we love that place. And guess what? Mr. Levinson has opened up another establishment right by Martha's Restaurant by Armwood High School, and calling that, Scott, help me out.
It is called Opportunity Knocks Discount Foods.
Excellent, excellent. Get yourself some deals there. You're out in the Brandon Sefner Mango area. It behooves you to go by there and check it out.
On Highway 92. I mean, we are directly across from Armwood and right next to Martha's, and bringing us in after you do your thing. But it was so cool. We're open Friday till 6 o'clock. There was an Armwood game at home. It was so cool sitting out on the, outside the front door, listening to the Armwood band jam. It's that Friday night football, not even being at the stadium. I can't even see them. It's just that Friday night excitement and hearing that band playing and the drum line. And I was into it.
We need to talk about Friday Night Lights here in 1 minute after I give my shout out to our military, because without the military, freedom is not free. They do so much greatness for our country, protecting us, doing thankless jobs, selfless jobs, and we really greatly appreciate them. They are willing to take a bullet for us. Let's remember that. And God bless their service. And thank you to our military. God bless the red, white, and blue. And our policemen and women out there, everybody gives them a hard time. And, sometimes they can be over the top, but they got a tough job. And if people would be more civil towards them, maybe they'd be more civil to everybody else also. So let's keep that in mind. Our teachers out there, they need your help and support when it comes to the kids. If you don't teach them at home, they're not going to learn at school. It's that simple. It's not rocket science by any stretch. It's simpler than 2 + 2 = 4, even though they try to make it more difficult than that. So with all that,
lost that one.
Oh, that's funny.
Sorry.
It's all about feelings, Scott, and emotions, not the facts. Don't let that get in the way of anything.
I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
You'll learn.
I will.
It's all good. It's passing us by, unfortunately. But all kidding aside, thanks for tuning into the Sports Zone here on AM 860, The Answer. And Scott, did the Florida Gators have the answers for the USF Bulls yesterday?
I was waiting for this one because, we're no longer the home. The Gators aren't on this.
No, they left us.
Okay. Well,
to 620. You know what's funny?
You know what's good, funny about it, though? Even though they're not here, they still suck.
Well, you know what's funny?
And not that the Gator fans, when they were here, would call in, because they know they suck.
Well, it's funny you would say
so
that.
So call in, Gator fans, and prove me wrong. You suck.
every time that the Gators have left us to go to another station, they've went downhill. Maybe that's telling you something.
I didn't realize they've been up the hill lately.
Well, that's the problem. See, when they were with us, win a national championship in basketball, win a national championship in football. When they're not with AM 860 The Answer, guess what? They don't win national championships.
And Gator
maybe
fans,
that's something to be said.
Gator fans, if you want to see who's dissing you, I know we are now not only on radio, and we have perfect faces for radio. Now it's getting a little sketchy, but you could tune in to YouTube at Sports Zone Tampa, capital S, capital Z, capital T, at Sports Zone Tampa. If you want to see our pretty faces, and that's a lie, but tune into that at Sports Zone Tampa, capital S Z T.
Well, Josh is a handsome fellow. He looks like the leprechaun from the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. So, everybody will go, yeah, Highland, you're right on that one. It's too funny. And how about them USF Bulls? And Martin Grammaticus' kid, Nico, kicks the game winner in the swamp to win it all. Oh, I said Martin?
Yeah.
Oh, Martine. Okay.
He's a good guy.
He's a nice guy.
I sit on the Hillsborough County Parks, Recreation, and Conservation Board with him.
Good.
Commissioner Hagan appointed him as his representative.
Excellent.
And great guy. And I'm so happy for him and his son.
Yeah, no, it's wonderful. I mean, here we go. Nonsense. You know what set up? I know you were busy yesterday, Scott. Do you know what set up that? Josh probably might have caught it on the tube watching a bunch of games. You know what set up USF getting the game-winning field goal?
Gators suck.
Well,
sorry.
No, they instead of suck, they spit. Okay, because the kid spit on another kid and got a penalty, and that's what got them in gear to get in business.
It's the new trend after what Jalen Carter did on Thursday night, right?
What a joke!
It's the new thing that we're doing.
How do you spit on someone?
That's just so classless.
Guys.
Yeah, it's so classless. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I don't even see that. Joshua played youth football for years. I don't remember even in youth football.
No, you don't do that, and that's the sad part, Scott. I don't want it to transfer down. Now it went from pros to college. Soon it'll be high school. Somebody will do it just to get a click and look at me.
Well,
this isn't a new phenomenon. Yeah, people spit on each other. It's not a brand new phenomenon.
No, I know, but now it's more social.
I don't know. We don't know what happened yesterday. Obviously, in the heat of the moment on Thursday night when Jalen Carter did it, right. We didn't know what happened. It looked like he just lashed out. Depending on what side you want to believe, some people think that Dak provoked it. He took a few steps forward. And so I'd like maybe there was something similar. I do think context is important in these situations.
Thank you.
Because to your point, who spits?
Right.
Usually there was something.
I punched you in the throat and you're like, okay, boom.
Again, that does not make it right.
Again, I would rather see him clock him
same here.
Spit on him. If you're going to get thrown out, make it worth it.
Yeah. Well, Friday night's game, Kelsey and
and now we're back to the Shiloh Sanders thing, right? But at least the guy you're talking about, the guy who hit Kelsey, like the open-handed bot.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't anything wrong because I guess if it's open-handed, that's allowed. Why are we hitting people with the helmet on with our bare hands?
Well, I got to tell you, and Joshua, I'm sure it happened to you when you played, but the fact of the matter is, it is a lot worse, especially over an ear hole. If you open hand slap a guy in the helmet, and get Bubba Smith and
they outlawed it.
Fred Dean, and these guys would slap the offense lineman in the air hole.
Yep.
And it's worse than punching them in the helmet.
But his point is you're looking to bust your hand either way. And it does not too bright. And no, it's just, again, it's just, I'm telling you, one of these days, I don't think it'll ever come to fruition, but I sure wouldn't have a problem with it. If two guys on the football field want to get it on, let them get it on.
They got to take their helmet off.
And take their helmet off. And let's see who's got it going on. They allow it in hockey, allow it in football, baseball, and basketball. Two guys, that's it now. We're not going to have a melee, and that's the end of it. I love what basketball did. If you step on the court, then we're going to have a problem.
Here's the problem, Patrick.
Go ahead. What's the problem?
You can say that, and that is the rule in the NFL also. If you come off the sideline,
it's worse.
But you still got to understand. You're going to have 22 guys on it. It's not like a basketball game. It's not like, where
the
it's
other 10
just
guys need to back off. So instead of 5 guys, it's 10.
Good luck.
So if 5 guys can be disciplined, 10 can't be?
Of course they can be, but good luck backing 22 guys off if it breaks out.
If you put the rules in there properly, it will.
The rules are in there. If you throw a punch, you're ejected.
What I'm saying is if you turn it into hockey, I think some of this would stop and it would be eliminated.
You think these owners want their multi-million-dollar guys
Probably not.
I'm not saying NFL has made it a big point of emphasis this season to cut out that sort of unnecessary roughness and just the nasty behavior. They want to keep things on the field. Yeah. They've had enough hard time. They're trying to, they want it to be as classy as tackle football can be.
Here's the problem. If you want to cut that out, it's hard to allow the in-your-face celebration. It's going to be hard to
even if I'm beside you and I celebrate it, it could look bad. It's tough. It's tough. A lot of things. And again, celebration like, hey, yesterday when the USF grammatically kicked that field goal and all the kids went wild. That makes all the sense in the world. Making a field goal in the first quarter to make it 3-0 and acting that way would look foolish to me.
will say I love
and they don't do that.
I love the Eagles' defensive celebration where they did the tush push after the interception.
That was cool. That was fun. It was creative.
I'm sorry, Patrick. That was funny.
It was cute. I'm not going to deny it.
That makes fun.
I just hate the play, Josh. I just hate the play with the passion.
Play?
Yeah,
not the celebration.
That was funny. I'm not going to lie. Just like T.O. doing the popcorn. Do I think it was silly? But it was funny.
Did you see what the Cowboys were doing to try to defend against it that I thought was a little different? Did you notice?
Yes.
They collapsed real quick and then tried to have their edge guy go around and basically pull Jalen back.
Yep.
I think the defenses are going to evolve and they're going to figure some stuff out.
It just looks silly. I mean, it looks like a rugby play, and I just hate that.
But the celebration, that was one of the better.
It was fun. Hey, if it's funny, it's funny. I'm not going
to. Hey, you think Dallas wins that game if they have Micah Parsons?
Oh, good question. I'm going to see how Micah Parsons does for the Packers.
We all will be paying close attention, but you think that game could have been, there were a few plays, a few seconds where they were able to get to, Jalen was able to do whatever he wanted.
I got to mess with your dad, Josh. I can't help myself. Dome, aka Dome. Thank you, Josh.
At least a retractable roof, dude. Come on, we can't have delays like that. That's crazy. It's football. What are we doing?
Levinson?
Have a retractable dome at least. Close it open like the Marlins do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You want my response?
Yeah. It's okay for an hour delay.
You want my response?
Go ahead.
Wow. Well, you want me to take you to?
It's not about crying. It's not good football. That's weak, man. That's weak.
Wow. You want me to take you to Walgreens and get you? Okay.
No, it's stupid. An hour delay.
Give him the fail horn, AJ. Do we have that on the soundboard?
It was real exciting watching 3 points in the second half. Boy, wasn't that exciting football, Josh? Boy, that was something, man. That was really great football. Get out of here, man. I don't mind a defensive battle, but don't let the weather dictate it. Come on, man.
CeeDee Lamb able to grab a couple of those, and there might have been some more points.
You think?
That was brutal.
That was brutal. CeeDee Lamb had brick hands.
Dallas easily could have won that game, man.
So are you blaming are you blaming the law, Dallas not winning on the weather?
No.
Or
No, it affects both teams. No, I don't like it. Well, no, I can't say. If Dallas had a real retractable stadium instead of the hole where you can still get snow and rain in, then I'd have a difference.
Jerry's clearly pinching pennies these days. He can't afford to extend certain guy. He's reminding me of Stewie
Can't cover the whole dome. You're right.
He's reminding me of Stewie Sternberg.
There you go.
We're going to draft guys and then trade them, after we've developed them.
So you're of the belief, let's just give these athletes, like they've basically done in baseball. You know why there's no errors in baseball anymore? Because there can't be. The balls don't bounce. There's nothing like a bad bounce. There's no bad field anymore. There's no bad.
I don't want a two bouncing ground ball turn into a hit because it hits a stone and it pops into the guy's throat like Tony Kubek in the World Series. Come on, man.
So then you take a sport, and I don't want to talk about baseball today because we're talking football.
Good Lord.
But then what you're telling me is the shortstops that are playing the game today couldn't have played it back then because Ozzie Smith knows.
No, we're not having this conversation. So more importantly,
that's what you're saying.
Get out
I'm not saying that.
I'll carry the old man at cloud
guys.
thing, but we're pivoting here.
Same
The fact
applies
that
to football.
The thing that the Chargers-Chiefs rivalry game, that's a big
Yes.
division game,
It was a
especially
great
this
game.
year, where Chargers could win the division, Chiefs might be on the downturn.
Yes.
You as a fan, would you have been upset that the game's in Mexico? Should not have framed it that way. That the game is in another country.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Right?
Whatever. Yeah, even
Well, it's
better.
funny
But
you said that-
it doesn't matter where it was. It could have been in London. But the fact that you're being deprived of that at kickoff, regular season opener, a division game, the Bucks, the home game that we have in a couple weeks, that's one of the highlights of the whole season. That first home game, and especially it being a big divisional matchup. I wanted to go to Atlanta today.
Yeah.
Atlanta and Tampa. It's just, I feel bad for those fans. They were deprived of one of the greatest opportunities as a sports fan, a football fan.
That's a very great point you made, Josh.
And the
Seriously, I like
broadcast
that.
screwed it up on top of it.
Well,
What did they screw up?
They had a bunch of glitches
Yeah.
on the
It
streaming.
was clean for me.
No, for you, but there were people complaining.
Oh, I
that
mean, okay, that'll happen. You're gonna have a bad feed. For me,
from Brazil.
well,
what do you
answer that
expect?
first, because my issue was with Rich Eisen. He had
Well-
no idea what he was doing, dude.
Yeah.
He's so many. He was
He's
reminded.
such a great host too.
He's in studio because he's a good host. But he was misnaming guys multiple times.
yeah.
Kicks where he thought we're going in, that we're out. And he was reminding me of Gene Deckerhoff, dude.
Me, Gene, baby.
This current version of Gene.
Oh, I can't wait for Gene today, baby.
What's our call-in number, Patrick? If people wanna call in?
813-282-8283. Or as Gene Deckerhoff would say, fire them cannons. 813-282-8283. And here you go. Toss sweep to Bucky Irvin. He spins to the left. He cuts back to the right. He finds the hole. Second and $9. And
That was really good, Patrick.
Thank you,
You've been
sir.
working on that one.
Oh, yes, sir. I love my boy Mean Gene. Oh, yes, sir.
I thought he retired.
No, from the Knowles, but not from the Bucks.
But no, again, that as a football fan, it did. I felt bad for those Chargers and Chiefs fans, because for the Chargers fans
Good point.
specifically, because this was their home, what would have been their home.
You hit
opener
the nerve.
against-
I don't mind the games. I kind of like it. Make it international. I think it's cool.
Yeah, just not week one.
Right.
Don't-
And one other thing to that, Josh, and not a division game. Make it
Yes.
Miami against Tampa
Yes.
Bay, KC against Tampa Bay.
Which it was. Like we faced,
Yeah.
we faced Seattle, I think,
Yeah,
a few
exactly.
years ago. We would face New England.
Yes.
Yeah, don't have it
Yeah,
out of
have
the
it.
conference.
Yeah.
And again, to make the baseball connection here, to throw you back the
Oh,
bone,
now we're going back.
having opening day in Japan.
Yeah, I don't like
What are we
that.
doing?
Yeah, what are we doing? Yeah. No, during the year, but not during that. Hey, we do need to take a quick time out here on AM 860, The Answer. But before we break, Scott, what does the NFL and Brokeback Mountain have in common?
Dude, I'm not touching that.
Josh, any ideas?
Not touching what?
I'm not going there. Exactly. That's exactly what I mean.
It's real simple. They both have Cowboys who suck. And we'll be right back after a quick timeout after this.
Happy Sunday from the Sports Zone with Patrick Highland. And we do hope that it's a happy day and that everything is going as well for you and your family as it possibly can. That today is a good day and that you have many, many more good days in front of you. But no matter how well any of us are doing on this good day, the unfortunate reality of life remains that all of us are likely to face bad days in the future, no matter how distant that future may seem right now. When it comes to matters of health, particularly as we and our loved ones get older, it's predictable that all of us are likely to face hard challenges the longer we live, and that is multiplied by the amount of people we are directly responsible for. You may not want to ask yourself this question, but what if something unexpected happened to you today or tomorrow? How would your family be impacted, particularly those who are relying on you? Is there a plan in place for the bad days that all of us will inevitably face? Just like the best time to prepare for the storm is before storm season arises, so too is it best to prepare for the toughest seasons of your life during these times, which are relatively good and free from the storms. If you don't feel confident that you're prepared for those bad days ahead, either for yourself or your family, give Patrick Highland a call right now. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. Patrick has insurance solutions and years of experience helping people plan for their financial future and guiding them through the storms of their lives. When it comes to matters of health, finances, and the challenges that go along with getting older, Patrick's experience can help you find the right answers. You can't ensure that bad days ahead won't happen, but you can insure yourself against the worst possible scenarios. So buy yourself some peace of mind while your skies are still peaceful and call Patrick Highland today, 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone. Let's get back to the discussion. In Hillsboro, 813-289-1860. Anywhere else, toll free 877-969-8600. And now your host, Patrick Highland.
All right. Welcome back to the Sports Zone. What a day.
We still are on the air.
Wow, easy now. We're allowed to go the gray area a little bit, as long as I don't break the 7 George Carlin rules. I'm okay, brother. Come on, man. That's for my boy Hulk Hogan. God rest his soul. Rest in peace, Hulk. All right, brother. Josh.
That's again why I don't understand. Like, I hate to, like, how can you like Hulk Hogan and how eccentric he was and how loud and over the top he was? He likes to celebrate. But you don't like it when someone celebrates a touchdown?
I'm not a big wrestling fan. I like Hulk. Terry Bollea, his real name, did a lot for the community, a lot for kids, a lot for people. You know, John Cena, same thing, does a lot of great things for kids.
Lots of NFL players do good. Michael Irvin has done a lot for kids.
It doesn't mean I don't I don't care for it, but I'm not going to. Okay. Here's how I look at it, Josh. It's
one is paid to do it, Patrick. One is paid to do it for a living, to be over the top and act.
Yeah.
Oh, then you don't know. Then you don't know the current business model. Of the
right,
NFL.
Exactly.
They are entertainers and performers, brother.
Yeah. But he's saying that really wasn't what it was meant to be.
Hulk Hogan.
There's a lot of things that wasn't meant to be. And here we are, brother.
Hulk Hogan was playing a character. The NFL players are not.
He wasn't playing a character. That's his. I get what you're saying, but that was his. That was what part of what made him so great, right? Him and Stone Cold. That they weren't playing a character.
No, I don't think Stone Cold is playing a character.
That's him.
I think that is him.
I think Terry was the same.
I don't, because I spend time around him. I don't.
Ric Flair.
That was a character.
He is.
He's not like that in real life. He transformed to it.
He became it. But when Hulk and his wife had the restaurant there in Dunedin and we sold him, he was very that wasn't his persona in public. Now when he's in his store, when he was at the he played the role.
And that's what Josh is saying. That's what NFL players do now. It's look at me so I can get that $1 million endorsement. I get it, man.
And because there's so many ways to build a platform. Hey, Sports Zone on YouTube. To now, and so they only have what, a 3-year earning window? Look at Tommy DeVito doing commercials.
That's
now.
Our
when
boy.
would he ever? You've got to capitalize on what you got.
Yeah,
you absolutely do.
It's the way of the world, man.
And it makes it more fun, especially in the local markets. You know, you've got so many guys that are legends to the teams and cities, even if they don't necessarily have that national recognition.
So Ole Miss came back and beat.
I was going to say, before we get to the Bucks and the pros, is USF real?
Yes, to beat Boise State and Florida back-to-back, first time in team history, USF, to beat 2 ranked teams, even though the rankings, you and I both agree, Scott, are a little loose in the first 3 to 4 weeks. But you know what? They look good. They're finding ways to win. I like the head coach. He's down to earth. He's trying to get these kids motivated. I love it, man. I love it. I'm just so happy for the community. University of South Florida, God bless them. Now they go down to Miami, Josh.
We talked about it, right? Before the season started, about how this quarterback had some, sneaky dark horse, like deep dark horse potential.
Yes, he does.
But we talked about these first 3 games determined the Bulls' entire season. Bro, if they can come out of this going 2-1, they've got to be one of the leaders for that at-large bid to make the playoff.
Well, that's the worst they're going to be.
That's what I'm saying. Their schedule after this, Patrick, I mean,
it's not a hard
realistically,
schedule.
They should be favored. South Carolina State, Charlotte, North Texas, FAU. Now you've got Memphis, which can sometimes fight. The Roadrunners in Texas. Navy will be tough, but they could run it, bro.
They don't play Tulane.
No,
I don't know if one loss is going to give you that at large.
It depends on what the other ones look. But now it'll depend.
Now, if they beat Miami,
then that's a different question. He said if one loss would get it. He said if they go undefeated, there's no question.
No, what I'm saying is if they win these first 3 and then they lose somewhere along the way,
they won't get it.
Yeah, it's crazy. It'd be better if they lost to Miami, Scott, then ran the table. It sounds stupid.
It'd be better if they go undefeated, brother.
Well, we know that. I'm just saying, if you're going to have one loss,
because
don't have it against Navy.
But yeah,
have it against
schedule. You want to lose to the best. So this is where it'll depend what Boise and Florida do.
That's another point.
If Florida falls apart and they're not ranked at the end of the season,
it's going to take away from them.
Exactly. And now this starts to get into FSU. If Florida isn't that good, how's it going to impact us and what we're looking at? I mean, there's so many different moving parts.
Speaking about FSU, love the Noles, and great win, against Alabama. But yesterday, I mean, come on, man. Scott, we can't have those games. You kind of agree with me on football, which I appreciate. 77-3. I mean, that's the biggest win in Florida State history, point differential, because they're playing East Texas, A&M. Come on. We can't, we got to stop those games. In basketball, I think it's cool. Like you said, give these kids some notoriety. You get beat 80-40. Who cares?
Here's a question I have for you, though.
Okay. Go ahead.
When did FSU take their starters out?
Halftime.
Yeah.
All right.
I know.
When does it become incumbent to the other team to tackle someone?
I know.
I mean, these guys that are the backups, third, fourth string
but
for
that's
FSU,
just what it's that differential,
Scott. I get it. But they're out there working their butts off every day at practice in the heat, doing whatever they're doing. They're working their butts off. If this guy is third or fourth on the depth chart and he gets a chance to get in the game, the other team's got to make a tackle. What am I going to tell the guy to do? Run out of bounds?
I know. No, you can't. And if you punt on third down, it looks even more disrespectful.
It's tough. To me, as a head coach of that team that just got waxed,
okay,
if Florida State starts running plays to the sideline and they start doing it, don't do that to my kids. Don't embarrass me. Don't do that to my kids. Don't treat me like we're not a team anymore.
Yeah.
Play your game. It's up to us to tackle you.
No, I agree with that. Let me ask you this, man. What about this, Scott? High school football. Mm-hmm. If you're up 70-0,
they do have that in high school.
Let me finish, Coach. It's 70-0. We still have the running clock. Thank God for that. But it's in the fourth quarter, running clock. If I throw a bomb against you, can we agree that's Bush League?
That's bad sportsmanship
to
me. If you're trying to run plays to trick them, whatever. But if you're lining up
and running off tackle, that's just nothing you can do.
If you throw passes, you want to throw a screen pass, you want to throw a little
a
flare.
Deep post.
Okay, if you're trying to run up the score, that's one thing. But if running backs and receivers are breaking 80-yard, what are you going to do?
There's nothing. But we know when a double reverse pass, now you're getting a little ridiculous when you're up like that. We agree. That's Bush League bad sportsmanship.
I would agree with no matter what level of football you're
Thank you, Scott. No, that's all I wanted to say. All right.
Unless you're playing the Cowboys, then I'm okay with
That's your boy Hawks. Jeff Hawks, baby.
I hate the Cowboys.
I know you do, and Jeff Hawks loves them.
I think he's heading up there for the game today. He got a ticket. I saw something on Facebook that he got a ticket. He'll be thrown out by the first quarter. It doesn't matter.
Well, no, the Cowboys aren't playing today. You're talking down the road. Yeah, no, he's a great guy. Jeff Hawks. Name of the restaurant. Let's give him a little shout out.
Hog Daddy's.
Hog Daddy. They're on Clearwater Beach, baby. Don't miss it. Great place to go.
It's awesome. Really great spot. Great spot. Lots of TVs, lots of space.
Yeah, if you want to go check out Saturday and Sunday football, that's where you go.
Exactly. And he just does so much for the community.
No, but he did go up to the game. He did go. He
went to Philly for real?
Yeah, because they do a little Saturday. They try to do a little Saturday pregame show at the bar now on YouTube.
Nice.
And they had to pre-record it. And so I think he did go.
Nice. Very nice.
There's people up there in Philly, man. It's just totally different world. They were featuring, those guys line up 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And start getting to go in. They bring out all their food. They they know
how to make a Philly cheesesteak up there, baby.
It's incredible.
It was wild watching that on the TV.
They put in really it's a whole different world. And that's we talk about it all the time. Well, it's what makes sports and even specifically football, I think, just such a beautiful thing in our culture and in our society, and especially here in America. It's like you only have so many games each season. and it can be so regional and just so local, and it's just it brings out a certain passion, and it brings a sense of togetherness that is way too far and few between these days. It really, really does. It just it brings out something in people.
Football, college, pro, high school, like you said, Friday Night Lights, man, it brings people together, and that's a good thing. And then hurricanes, bring people together too, but that's obviously the sad part. Oh, we all unite.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, that was
No, I'm just saying one's nice and it's sad that we need tragedy to bring people together and then sports to bring people together. How about we just come together for the common good no matter what, is my point.
Would be nice, my friend.
I know. I want needle both ways.
Sure would be nice. But and I think especially professional sports look, man, it's 53 professional football. You got 53 men in one color. Yep. Facing off against 53 men in another color. They're letting it all out there, leaving it on the field. I mean, it's just, there is something special about the game. You've got your big boys up front, got your little boys on the outside. You're trying to get get the yards and stuff. It brings everyone.
A unique game, bro.
It brings everyone together. Cover 2, cover 3.
Yep.
Defenseless receiver. I think we all feel like a defenseless receiver in life sometimes,
Don't we, though?
Don't we?
Feel like toast, baby. We've been burned.
Like, imagine never experiencing the joy of Mike Allstott lowering his shoulder into a linebacker and just bulldozing someone.
Yes, sir.
I mean,
I do have a question. Watching the games yesterday.
All right,
beautiful
watching the game. You feel better now?
Do you believe in miracles?
It's kickoff Sunday.
Are you fired up now? Yeah. All right. What the hell? Excuse me, but are these guys wearing now? Somebody's going to get their knee really seriously torn. These guys are wearing shorts.
I know.
And I got to tell you, it's
but truthfully, the knee pad doesn't do that much.
Still, Patrick.
It helps, but it doesn't.
No.
I think it's foolish. I agree with you, Scott. I'm just saying.
Not only that, I got to be honest with you. They're wearing these pants. They're above their knees. It looks a little disturbing to me.
If we could have women's lingerie football, we could have men's lingerie football, baby.
I got to tell you, that actually crossed my mind.
I bet it did.
When I'm looking at these guys they're wearing shorts.
No, I know. We're going to take a quick time out here on AM 860, The Answer, the Sports Zone. When we come back, we'll take your call, Vito, and we have another open line at 813-282-8283. That's 813-282-8283. We'll be right back.
Happy Sunday from the Sports Zone with Patrick Highland. And we do hope that it's a happy day and that everything is going as well for you and your family as it possibly can. That today is a good day and that you have many, many more good days in front of you. But no matter how well any of us are doing on this good day, the unfortunate reality of life remains that all of us are likely to face bad days in the future, no matter how distant that future may seem right now. When it comes to matters of health, particularly as we and our loved ones get older, it's predictable that all of us are likely to face hard challenges the longer we live, and that is multiplied by the amount of people we are directly responsible for. You may not want to ask yourself this question, but what if something unexpected happened to you today or tomorrow? How would your family be impacted, particularly those who are relying on you? Is there a plan in place for the bad days that all of us will inevitably face? Just like the best time to prepare for the storm is before storm season arises, so too is it best to prepare for the toughest seasons of your life during these times, which are relatively good and free from the storms. If you don't feel confident that you're prepared for those bad days ahead, either for yourself or your family, give Patrick Highland a call right now. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. Patrick has insurance solutions and years of experience helping people plan for their financial future and guiding them through the storms of their lives. When it comes to matters of health, finances, and the challenges that go along with getting older, Patrick's experience can help you find the right answers. You can't ensure that bad days ahead won't happen, but you can insure yourself against the worst possible scenarios. So buy yourself some peace of mind while your skies are still peaceful and call Patrick Highland today. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone. Let's get back to the discussion. In Hillsboro, 813-289-1860. Anywhere else, toll free 877-969-8600. And now your host, Patrick Highland.
All right, folks. Thanks for coming back to us. AM 860 The Answer, the Sports Zone. Appreciate you checking out the show today. We're having a great time talking about college football, pro ball, and a little bit of high school there on how to show class, when you're up 70-0. So,
then you would have hated. Did you see? It didn't go too viral, but there was a video of some kids playing football down in the Dolphin Stadium. They bring out the youth kids that during halftime.
Right.
It was one of those. They scored a touchdown, and all the kids started doing the worm, but it wasn't doing the worm. It was a bit where they were kind of gyrating on the ground and everything. And the refs are trying to get off.
Yeah, let's go, kids. Get off the field.
Have you seen the little push-up one where not the
If you want to call it push-ups, sure.
Exactly.
No,
they were making love to the ground.
There you go. And that is the new thing now.
Ain't that great?
Making love to the ground.
That wasn't the first. If you go,
of course not.
There are local games here. I'm watching the kids game, and it's the 7-year-old game, and the kid scores a touchdown, and I don't know what he was doing to the ground.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
And the coaches
it's illegal in
there.
16 states. I can tell you
that.
There
you go, buddy. I love it. That's
only
funny.
if it's with a goat.
There you go. Ridiculous. Vito, welcome into the zone. What's on your mind?
What is wrong with you people?
Whoa, we're just telling it like it is, baby. What's happening, man?
You listen, Ninka. You gotta ring in these Levinsons. You got one guy over here talking about lingerie men's football, and you got the other guy preaching like it's a Sunday sermon here. Oh,
yes.
God, football. What are we doing?
Well, we're just trying to liven it up. We're trying to rock and roll. Did you not catch the first part of the show?
No, man, I was out doing some lawn work.
No problem with that.
You'll
have to go to the replay because I won't say it again. But I was talking about how the Brokeback Mountain and the NFL have something in common. So people that missed the first half, go check it out.
Thank God I missed that. Thank God I missed that.
Well, no.
You're right. No, Vito, you're right.
Oh, come on, man. Vito, let's talk a little tennis because you're the tennis guy with Josh here. Who's going to win the men's U.S. Open final today, baby?
Man, I do not know. They are both playing at another level. It's them, and then everybody else is. You need binoculars to see them. It's ridiculous what they're doing.
It's true.
It's good, bad for the sport. I think it's good for the sport because today. But there's another thing that when the Open started, first round, everybody's going, all right, well, I guess it's a journey to see who gets third and fourth and who makes the quarters, makes the semis, because we know who's making the final. So, but you know what? I guess I don't mind it as a tennis guy, and I can't wait till later. We flip it back and forth between football and that. I'm going to take Sinner only because that's kind of heartfelt. Sorry, Josh, but hey, I got to go with my heart a little bit. I let the El Champion take it, but we'll see. If Alcaraz wins, it will not surprise me.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could be surprised either way. It's clear they are the two best team or players in the world right now. And it's, again, if you're a real tennis fan, a true tennis fan, whatever that means, beautiful to watch right now.
I got to throw this in for my buddy Scott. Guess where they're going to play the final? Arthur Ashe. And guess what they have there? A covering so they don't get rained out. Just had to give that to you, Scotty, my boy. Dome, baby, dome. Go ahead, Vito.
Vito, I do a show with a bunch of whiny babies.
Wow, that's a little harsh, a little out of line there, pal.
No, I do. I think Sinner.
You babysit? Is that what you do? You babysit?
If you could do me a favor and send me a few bottles with some extra nipples for them.
Wow, man.
See, to me, Sinner is he's the more consistent player.
Yes, I agree.
Carlito will try to do some of the craziest, most exotic stuff sometimes, like try to do some of that crazy Patrick Mahomes and type things, whereas Sinner reminds me more of your Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, precise.
Yes, you're right.
Discipline.
Speaking of crazy, what golf course are you all playing?
Well, so that's what I was going to get there. I was going to say, we can go double or nothing today.
We can, and we will, because I'm a betting idiot. But you look at these two guys, and it's a pretty good point. It's, it's a magician against a robot. And, they got one of the guys that played center called him AI. He's like, I didn't play that bad, and you 6'1", 6'1", 6'1" me. I mean, what is going on here? And Djokovic is playing some of the best tennis he's played. Gave Alcaraz maybe a bit of a skip, maybe. I wouldn't even call it that. Beat him in straight sets, and you got the best tennis player of all time probably saying that. These guys are in a class by themselves. But you have Alcaraz that when he does his thing, there's nobody in the world that can do what he does and how he does, where he does it, whatever. But those are, sporadic. They happen in little clusters. Where Sinner is just, click the computer on, hit run, and there it goes. There's not many mistakes. You're going to get the same thing, consistency, boom. And sometimes you may get the unbelievable shots. And then, when he loses, he'll lose because he's just not playing well that day. Not because of the mistakes he made, not because, the other guy really beat him, to be honest. Because if he's playing at his clip, I don't think anybody beats him, Alcaraz included.
Amen.
All right.
Not to give you another sermon. I thought that was good earlier. You didn't like that?
Hey, listen, I'm not a church guy. If I was, I would have loved it. All right.
There you go. All right, man. Best of luck to you.
Vito, thanks for calling in. We're gonna
really, yeah.
We're up against another quick timeout, man. You take care. We'll catch you next week. Any football predictions? Give me 3 teams you like today, Vito.
Oh, well, I guess the Bucs is too easy, right?
I don't know about that.
Bucs. Yeah, well, I know.
I'm glad you like the Bucs. Good.
Yeah, I like the Bucs away. I like Denver home. Cam Ward, he's going to get a little lesson, and Sean Payton lesson. And then the other game, I do like the night game, Minnesota to beat Chicago.
Okay, very good. Thanks for that, Vito. You're listening to AM 860, The Answer. When we come back, Josh and I are going to do a little fantasy football and a little rundown of the whole NFL, give you our picks and our takes, and we'll have some fun. So hang in there with us here on AM 860, The Answer. We'll be right back.
Happy Sunday from the Sports Zone with Patrick Highland. And we do hope that it's a happy day and that everything is going as well for you and your family as it possibly can. That today is a good day and that you have many, many more good days in front of you. But no matter how well any of us are doing on this good day, the unfortunate reality of life remains that all of us are likely to face bad days in the future, no matter how distant that future may seem right now. When it comes to matters of health, particularly as we and our loved ones get older, it's predictable that all of us are likely to face hard challenges the longer we live, and that is multiplied by the amount of people we are directly responsible for. You may not want to ask yourself this question, but what if something unexpected happened to you today or tomorrow? How would your family be impacted, particularly those who are relying on you? Is there a plan in place for the bad days that all of us will inevitably face? Just like the best time to prepare for the storm is before storm season arises, so too is it best to prepare for the toughest seasons of your life during these times, which are relatively good and free from the storms. If you don't feel confident that you're prepared for those bad days ahead, either for yourself or your family, give Patrick Highland a call right now. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. Patrick has insurance solutions and years of experience helping people plan for their financial future and guiding them through the storms of their lives. When it comes to matters of health, finances, and the challenges that go along with getting older, Patrick's experience can help you find the right answers. You can't ensure that bad days ahead won't happen, but you can insure yourself against the worst possible scenarios. So buy yourself some peace of mind while your skies are still peaceful and call Patrick Highland today. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone. Let's get back to the discussion. In Hillsboro, 813-289-1860. Anywhere else, toll free 877-969-8600. And now your host, Patrick Highland.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Sports Zone, brought to you by Otto Manelli Foods and yours truly. If you need any insurance needs, give me a call, 813-966-1052. And hey, Scott, we have another group that's helping us out.
Help us out. Talked about them before. The folks over at Auto Care of Tampa Bay off Benjamin Road. Give Diana a call over there. They worked on my car. They worked on my youngest son's car. They just did Joshua's car. They do a great job over there, and that's Auto Care of Tampa Bay. And speaking of Tampa Bay, fire the cannons, baby. I am so excited about today.
Are you nervous about the injury, Scott?
Not one bit.
Oh, man, you think we're going to win? No
Not
questions.
one. Next man up.
Okay, give me your prediction on the Bucks game then.
We win by 11.
Wow, Joshua.
Prediction. Oh my goodness. We're coming in hot. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be very close. Very, very close. I think Atlanta's gonna be good this year. I'll go Bucks 24-23.
All right, man. I hope you both are right. I'm scared about this one. I think Michael Penix is better than people are going to give him credit for.
Agreed.
And
I think our edge
and we'll
rushers are. You've got some speed on our edge right now.
Yeah, well, we're going to see. What I'm curious about is Mr. Cal Pitts. Is he finally going to wake up, Josh? Another Florida Gator, or is it going to be a Florida Gator bad weekend for him?
He's going to be fine. I don't think he's going to emerge as some like super duper elite fantasy tight end. I think he's going to be very dependent for them. I think this is Drake London's season, though. I think Drake. I think that trio of Penix, London, Bijan is going to emerge. You know, that'll be in the same like us with Baker, Mike, and Bucky.
So you're telling me like Burrow, Chase, and Brown. Last year, that was not a bad three to have on your team.
Yeah.
That don't happen very often in fantasy world.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Falcon defense?
Well, they're better than you think. There's another thing. They're not great, but they're better than you think.
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Well, so they invested a lot into their pass rush because that's been their Achilles heel. We won't know what it looks like. Today will be a good test.
Yes, it will.
So if they made the necessary upgrades and they're one of the better pass rush units in the league, that could be bad for us without having Wirfs. And not, I mean, that's the biggest question mark for us. Like, we have all these weapons. Part of the reason Baker was able to flourish last year because he had the time to do it.
No, I think today you are going to see a lot of running back receptions. I think our running backs are going to be catching a lot of balls today. There's no doubt they're doubling Evans. I mean, without Godwin, who you doubling?
Oh, be careful. I hope you're right, because I'd love to see Ibuka have one heck of a game.
I think, and I know, Joshua said not a big deal, but in a game like this, I think along with your running backs, which pulls their linebackers up, you're going to see your tight ends have a good receiving day.
Well, who's playing tight end for the Bucks today, Josh, when you get a minute to check
that? Is Brait not in?
Double check it for me. I hope he's playing.
Or Brait, not Brait. Cade
Otton.
Right. That's why when you said that, I was like, did we get him back?
It doesn't matter who the tight ends are.
Yeah, bro.
I don't want to make you look bad.
He's fine.
Cade Otton's playing.
Yeah.
No, he was on the IR.
Yeah, but I don't.
So he's going to make it good.
I don't think it matters who the tight end is. You're going to see You're going to see the tight end.
He's going to catch the balls. I agree with you, Scott. No, it's going to be good. Good. I'm glad he's okay.
And I think White's going to play a much bigger role.
Rasheed White could catch some balls out of the backfield. Yes. I would agree with you. No, it's going to be interesting. They'll have some good setups. And Baker's pretty good at getting the ball out quick.
Remember, he's got more yards than any other running back after catches.
Yep. No, he's going to be elusive. Well, that's what it's going to come down to. That's why 24-23, like Josh said, is interesting. But you're thinking like 27-17, right, Scott?
I'm thinking we're going to roll this game. I am just thinking the hype, and I am a firm believer that when you have a quarterback, the Brett Favre makeup, the Joe Montana makeup, those even Cam Newton when he was first, when you have those quarterbacks that just refuse to lose, they refuse to be a quarterback, I guess would be the best way to say it. When they run the ball, they're not looking to get down. They're going to look to run you over. I think Baker Mayfield has that Brett Favre, Cam Newton, he's got that sort of old school quarterback mentality.
Yep. No, he wants to win very badly. His will to win is right there. Well, you know what happens, Scott? Sometimes everybody gets different motivations. He knew this was his last shot at romance. Last chance at romance.
Boy, did he cash in.
Didn't he, though? God bless the kid. He's always been a gamer. He was up there in Cleveland, the quarterback, doomsday lately, I I mean, are we ever going to see a Brian Sipe up there again? Bernie Kosar? It's going to be interesting.
Well, the question, and I think this year will tell, will Baker Mayfield be known as an elite NFL quarterback that wins a Super Bowl, or will he always be known as the first one to plant a flag in the middle of the field?
Yeah, you're right. Well, let's go down the NFL, guys. Bengals at the Browns. Speaking about the Browns, I think the Bengals are going to win this game, but I think it's going to be a close one again, Josh.
Oh, really? Why do you think it's going to be close?
Because division rivalry. I know that sounds crazy, but that's why.
Fair. That's fair. That doesn't sound crazy.
You know, I had a feeling Dallas was going to keep the game close against Philly because of the division rivalry thing. We won't talk about it, you know, what happened in the way the game went down, but I still think if it would have been a decent game, I still think Dallas would have kept it within 8.5. You agree with that? And especially if they would have caught a few balls. I was going to be a field goal.
Dallas should have won that game.
I know. So,
yeah, no, that's the way I made the Micah Parsons comment earlier. They should have won.
Yep.
There's no, and the Eagles still look great.
Good job, Jerry.
That's our boy Jerry's World.
But I mean, no, so they should have won because Jalen Carter got ejected before the game started.
Yep.
They had another guy get carted off, and that, I mean, no, they had everything lined up. But that fumble was crazy. The CeeDee Lamb drops. Yep. I mean, that's
crazy.
That's a division game. That's just, I mean, that's the NFL for you, man.
Amen, brother. Hey, our other Florida team, and we'll get to the Fins here in a minute. How about the Panthers at the Jags? I like the Jags
I think
at
Bengals,
home.
I think Bengals are going to win by a touchdown.
Oh, you okay?
I
Okay.
agree with that.
Okay. So they'll cover the number. You guys think? We
Yeah.
shall find out.
Yeah.
Panthers at the Jags again, division game, but it's only 3.5. I think the Jags are going to win by a touchdown, but we'll see if Bryce Young is going to make that step forward. Josh and Scott.
I like Jags by 4, and I think it's a lot of points. I think Liam Cohn's going to unlock Lawrence. You're going to see Brian Thomas Jr. become an elite alpha one. I like all the fantasy Jaguars. If you really want to, like, this is a great barometer game for these two teams because the Panthers need to have a better pass rush to be anything competitive, and the Jaguars need to be able to block. So you're going to be able to tell kind of right off rip whether Liam Cohn's going to be able to use all these weapons and tools and toys he has in Jacksonville, or if the offensive line is going to prevent it from happening.
I think this is the year of Fabio.
I hope so.
I do. No, I think they're going to. I don't know about the defense. I don't know about anything else, but fantasy-wise, I'd start all your Jaguars today. Started today. I don't know when you would.
Raiders at the Patriots. Tom Brady, minority owner, played his old, claim to fame.
It's a fun one.
I wouldn't bet on that game if my life depended.
Right. So do you think the Patriots are going to hang on at home, or the Raiders going to pull it off?
I go with the Patriots at home.
Okay.
I think it'll be a low-scoring game, Patriots at home.
This is going to be smash mouth, old school, Mike Vrabel running the rock. You're going to see their rookie, Travion, emerge.
So you're telling the fans out there 43.5 play the under.
I would.
Yeah.
It's going to be close. I think it'll be close.
Yeah,
it's going to be right around there.
Definitely play the under. Yep. I like that a lot, actually.
There you go. Cardinals at the Saints, our other team, rocking and rolling. Division game. Can the Cardinals take care of the Saints? You would think so, wouldn't you?
I hope so.
Yeah. Do you think they'll win by more than 7, Scott?
It's at the Cardinals?
No, it's at the Saints.
No.
I think it'll be close, too. What do you think, Josh? A lot of people think it's going to be a blowout, but I think the Saints will
not
keep
a
it close.
Blowout. I think
they'll cover the number.
Cardinals by a touchdown.
So they cover the number. Okay. 42.5 in that bad boy. See, I see that going over for some reason, but we'll see. That should be interesting. Now, this is the game for all our Dolphin fans out there. Dolphins at the Colts.
Plenty left.
There's plenty left.
Okay.
You watch it, pal.
Okay.
Dolphins, I'm going to say 27-20. What do you say, Josh?
You think Dolphins 27-20?
Yes, sir.
Dang, I do not think they're going to be good this year at all. I think it's going to be close either way, but I think Colts wind up squeaking it out.
Really? Okay.
I don't think Miami's going to be good, man. It's just bad vibes all around. Tyreek Hill's starting to remind me of like Antonio Brown-ish.
Yeah, you're right.
Colts by touchdown.
All right, we're going to see. Then the Aaron Rodgers playing his last team he played for, the Jets, Jets. Steelers win that in New York, or does New York ruin Aaron coming back to the Big Apple, Josh?
Golly, man. I will not be surprised either way. I think it's going to be an ugly one. I give the edge to the home team.
Yes.
I guess.
But
I think we're 21-20. Yeah.
Oh, so you think there'll be a little scoring?
A little. A little.
No, I'm saying a lot of people are thinking it's going to be like a 20-10 game. I'm just saying, a lot of people
No,
feel that
it
way.
would be a little more than that.
I think so
They're
too.
going to be running the ball. Both offenses
That's
are going
why.
to come out prepared.
Fields will run the ball and just drop it
I
off
think
passes.
this means a lot to Rodgers.
Then Giants at the
with that.
Commanders, the Caucasians, do they beat the midgets? That's the question, Josh. I say they put it on them pretty good. But again, division rivalry, that's always scare me.
Caucasians by a touchdown. They get
Same
it
here.
out. New York's that front line, though. They're nice.
I like
they got
the
talent.
Giants. I like
They
the
could pull it
Giants
off.
in
We'll
this
see
one.
what happens.
I really
Jameis
do.
Winston, buddy, he just signed a contract extension. God bless him. He did a lot of things for the community here in Tampa.
Look,
He always has. He's a good
I
dude.
love Jameis.
God bless him. Big game tonight. Buffalo Bills, Baltimore Ravens. Sunday night special. That's going to be a good one. Our boy Tony Dungy will be giving you a little pregame love on that one.
Absolutely.
God bless you, Tampa Bay. Enjoy the weekend. Be safe out there. Do a random act of kindness for your fellow man. Take care, Tampa Bay.
Peace, Tampa Bay. Love and peace.
When the tropical